welcome back to Crazy Dave's Kitchen. What do I got for you today is some amazing green onion salsa. That's right, green onion salsa. This stuff is off the hook delicious. The recipe came from my Aunt Evvie, and then I went ahead and kind of did a few tweaks to it to make it awesome. Even though it already is awesome, but I did a few things extra, which you know, Crazy Dave. Well, we're doing something a little crazy to the recipe. Well, sit back, relax, enjoy as I show you how to make some amazing green onion salsa. All right, so what do you need here? Well, first, you need some gloves. So let's go ahead and put those babies on. The other thing you're gonna need is I'm just gonna do it in the Insta-pot. She usually will boil her peppers and stuff, but I'm gonna do it in the Insta-pot. So right here, the Insta-pot, I got the little like steamer basket in it, and I added half a cup of some water there, okay? Then I've got 2 containers of some chopped green onion. I just happened to find these at my local grocery store. They were on discount, so it saves a lot of time here. So chopped green onions, she says get 2 bunches of that. And then I also have 2 bunches of some cilantro, chopped cilantro, same thing, on clearance at the local grocery store. So hey, why not save a few minutes in time? Also, here's what you're gonna need. 10 jalapenos, okay, and 20 of these yellow peppers. Here's what I did differently than what she does. I went ahead and I cold smoked these. So let's bring that up to the camera and you'll see it's got some amazing smokiness to it, okay? They're still raw. I just cold smoked it for a couple of hours. Same thing with the yellow peppers. She does not smoke her peppers, so that's what I did a little differently here. Now what we need to do, and she's very keen on this, is you have to de-seed them. So remove the top and the bottom and remove all of the seeds. Otherwise, you're gonna have a really hot salsa and you're gonna pepper spray the house. Trust me, I made a mistake when I tried doing this recipe before and I did not de-seed them and pretty much it emptied the house. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut these up, de-seed them, and put them into the Insta-pot. So one of the methods I use when I de-seed stuff is I kind of cut the ends off, and then I will go through and try to remove as much of the membrane as possible. Got to get the seeds off. And if you need to, grab your small kind of like paring knife and just get that membrane, kind of like right there. Now once you have it all like that, de-seeded, throw it into your Insta-pot. Now I'm going to put that one off to the side because I'm going to show you here the jalapeno. Same thing. Cut the stem off, put it into like a little bowl. I'll come back to that later. Cut the end off here. Same thing. So now you have 2. They do have jalapeno cores if you're making like the jalapeno poppers. In this case, we're just going to cut this baby in half. And you'll see we've got the membrane. If you peel it, you see what you need to cut off with your little paring knife here. So again, we're just gonna gently take the little paring knife here and cut off the membrane because that is the spiciness of it. You don't want too much spice into your jalapenos. So there you go. Get all the seeds off. And again, in the Insta-pot. I'm gonna go ahead and de-seed all of these peppers and I'm gonna bring you back for the next step. All right guys, so I just got done doing the jalapenos. That's what that looks like. So now I'm gonna go ahead and core and de-seed the yellow peppers. All right, so now the yellow peppers and the jalapeno peppers have been de-seeded, sliced up, and now they're in the Insta-pot. Again, ½ an inch of water using the steamer basket. We're gonna set the Insta-pot for 30 minutes on high pressure. Once that is done, I'll bring you back for the next step. It's been about 30 minutes now. The Insta-pot is off. We're going to go ahead and remove the peppers and we're going to go ahead and continue the next step. Okay, so the next step is take some garlic. We're going to take about 5 cloves of garlic, or between 4 and 5. In my family, we love garlic, so I'm going to go a little bit heavier on the garlic. We're going to take this garlic and we're going to put it into the Vitamix. If you don't have a Vitamix, just any regular blender will be fine. Put that off to the side. Now, you're going to take your pepper blend that you have right here, all your jalapenos and stuff. We're going to start taking the peppers out using some tongs and we're going to put it into the Vitamix. So let's grab the tongs, shake it off, and just start dumping them into the Vitamix. You do not want the water. Just go ahead and make sure you shake it off. As you're using the tongs, shake it off and fill up your Vitamix. Once we do all that, now we're going to go ahead and blend it on high. Now we're going to go ahead and add the 2 bunches of the cilantro to the mixture that's already been mixed, and we're going to blend it a little bit more. Now, once it's done blending, we're going to add a little bit of cumin and a little bit of salt. Do it to taste. Start with 1 tablespoon of cumin and maybe like a half a tablespoon of some sea salt, and go from there. All right, guys, now it's time for the finishing touches. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the green onion here, okay? We're going to pour that into the bowl. Next, we're going to go ahead and add 1 can, 28 ounces of some crushed tomatoes. You can use diced tomatoes. I just went to crushed tomatoes because I don't like the pulpiness of an actual tomato. So we're going to go ahead and dump this can into the mixture. So now you've got the tomatoes in here and you've got the green onion. Just give it a good stir. And then once you're done stirring this in there, that's when we're going to go ahead and add the pepper mix to this and also give it a nice good stir. So now we're going to go ahead and add the pepper mix. Remember, that's the peppers with a little bit of the garlic, some cilantro, a little bit of cumin, and a little bit of salt here. Off camera, we're just going to go ahead and grab a spatula real quick and get the rest of it in here, and then we'll give it a good mix. And finally, once it's all mixed in again, we're going to add the final bunch of green onions because we want the green onion to be the focus. Give it a good stir. We're going to set this thing in the refrigerator for a couple hours, and then we're going to serve it. All right, guys, that's how easy it is to make some amazing green onion inspired salsa. There it is. I like to put it in the refrigerator for a couple hours. You can serve it immediately if you want, but I figure that by letting it blend together, letting it kind of chill, marinate, get all the spices incorporated and chilling it, you're gonna end up with a better flavored salsa. So again, put it in your refrigerator, even overnight, but then when you bring that out, it's gonna be the highlight of the show. Well, thanks for watching Crazy Dave's Kitchen. I'll see you next time, but make sure you hit that like, subscribe button, share, and comment below.